Does anyone else Scrivener take like forever to open? Good morning, guys. It is another weekly vlog. I'm Kasey LeAlma, and I am going to show you what my week is going to be like. Today is Monday, February 15th. It is a holiday for me, so I do not have to go to my 9-to-5 job, which is nice. There's been times in the past where I've had so much work that I needed to go in and work on my day off. The company would usually let me have a random other day off if I came in on a holiday, so it wasn't a big deal to actually work on the holiday. But most people don't get off for President's Day. My husband works. I know a lot of people that work. So the last 6 years, I've had President's Day off. I worked in a school before I transferred to a bank, and schools and banks both have President's Day off. Out of the two different jobs, I've enjoyed the school better because I was able to have Christmas off. Whenever the kids weren't in session, I didn't have to go to work, except for like in the summer. I worked in the summer despite the kids being out, but any other holiday, I didn't have to work, and so that was great. And I loved it a lot, and I would love to kind of get back those hours from the school, but I do like what I do now at the bank I work at. But we're all trying to get to a place in our lives that we find peace, and working less hours for me would be great. I don't know if I would work on my story more, but I definitely would enjoy more time with the kids and not having like the sense of rush that I have now with working 9-to-5. Actually, the last year, it's almost been a complete year since we went to working at home instead of working in the office, and that has given me some time back because I used to drive 30 minutes one way, so I was on the road for at least an hour, if not longer, and getting that time back has helped immensely for, you know, getting supper done earlier, getting it on the table, spending, you know, a quality time with my husband for an hour. That has been really nice. You know, some days I don't think he wants to spend time with me, but we're set in a way to watch an hour of television usually. Sometimes we watch 2 hours of television together, depending on like how soon we get supper going and stuff, but usually we have that time together, and it's so nice to have that. And when I go back to work and I have that hour drive put back in my time frame, we may not have that, or I'll be staying up later to get my YouTube, my social media, and my writing tasks done to have that time with my husband again. So I'm really not looking forward to that. I am sort of looking forward to going back to work because I miss interacting with other people. I love my kids and my husband, but sometimes you need some other interactions in your life, and I do not find those interactions at grocery stores when I go to get groceries. That's just not where I want to socialize. So I'll be looking forward to that when we go back, but I will not be looking forward to that hour drive. But anyway, let me get off my soapbox here and actually get to work today. I've already been up and going. I got my last week's vlog up. I'm getting ready to watch it one last time after it's live to make sure that there's nothing that bad in it or that I missed something. So I'm gonna watch that and then post it to different social media sites to gain attention for those. And once I get that done, I will be working on my outline for Ember Storm. For the first book in Ember Storm, I am slowly working on that, and I hope today that I will start working on draft 2. So I have my e-reader that has Save the Cat in it. So I have that handy, and I have my binder, my plotting binder, my editing binder, whatever you want to call it. It has all Ember Storm stuff in it. It has my outline for book 2. Here is my outline for book 1. This is what is currently in my story. I have also, I don't know if you can see that, but I put in the goal count. So currently the first half of the first act has only 5,000 words in it, and it should be 8,400 by the time this is said and done to get my word count up to 70,000. So I have gone through and listed those out as metric goals for me. But I'm gonna go through Save the Cat and go through this and make sure I haven't missed any major beats. And then I'm going to start compiling draft 2 hopefully today. I still have some scenes that need to be written from my earlier, like, oh, I need to, but I decided that I'm just going to write these scenes when I get to the actual chapter in my book. I'm only going to copy over one chapter at a time into the story and work on one chapter at a time. So that is the rest of today's plan. I'm going to watch my YouTube video that's going up. I will probably eat lunch, and then I'm going to start working on Save the Cat. Honestly, I'm going to treat this day as like a full-time writer day because I am working towards the point where I can quit my full-time job and work as a writer full-time, or at least quit my full-time job and get a part-time job where I can spend half of the day being a full-time writer. So that is the plan for today. I've got my planner all ready and set up for the week. I need to start working on my water consumption today, but I will chat with you guys later. Okay, so I just sat and looked at the outline, and I have it here with me, and I wrote a couple of notes. But as I was reading Save the Cat, I realized that I don't really like Save the Cat all that much. There's some language in there that doesn't resonate with me for understanding, which happens. It's nothing against Jessica Brody and Save the Cat. I definitely think that I like using Save the Cat when I'm first getting started to kind of pinpoint the beats and understanding of what it is. But now that I already have this book done and I'm just trying to make sure that I have all, I don't know, I just find the K.M. Weiland's story structure a little bit easier for me to understand instead of Save the Cat. But it's nothing against Jessica Brody and some language and the way people explain it doesn't always get in here for me to understand. And that's with like school and classes. Sometimes reading in a textbook was better than listening to a teacher talk about it. And then sometimes, you know, you have to have that teacher explaining things in several different ways before I could grasp it. So, but I am going to get started. I am so super excited to get started on this. I think this is what I've been waiting on, and it's probably going to be really hard, but I am going to get to work. I just don't know exactly. I have my first draft in Microsoft Word, and I'm wanting to put it back in Scrivener for the second draft. I've already got my Scrivener document set up and everything, and I'm wanting to put it back in there, but I'm wondering how tedious it's going to be to copy and paste in the things. in the right places. I don't know, but we will see. It might take me a while to get it set up, and I plan on only doing one chapter at a time. So today I'm going to be working on chapter 1. Hey everybody, I have finished chapter 1. It took me 40 minutes to look through all the notes in chapter 1 that I had and put in there. That wasn't too bad. I do believe that chapter 1 had like the less notes in it than all the rest of them. So it'll probably take me a lot longer to do the rest of the chapters, which is fine. I am going to take a break and then get back at it. But I did want to talk about the heart breathing sprint challenge that I did like 2 weeks ago, I think it was. I finally calculated what my sweet spot sprinting time is, and it is 25 minutes, which is what I usually do anyway. It's what I thought was my sweet spot. So it's nice that this confirmed that it truly is my sweet spot for drafting, and I may have to use it for editing. I don't know. I don't know if setting time limits for editing is good or not. I do believe, I'm going chapter by chapter, so hopefully that will be like a sprint. If it takes me an hour and a half for each chapter, that's probably a good thing. But I'm going to sign off right now, and I will catch you guys later. Hey everybody, it is Kasey, and it is Saturday, February 23rd. I have my planner in front of me. I should just look. It's the 20th. I'm trying to go into the future. That is not good. That is not good. But I just wanted to check in with you all today on Saturday. It is late. It is 11 o'clock here. I worked on my writing stuff this morning, and it was really early, and I was in my PJs, and I looked a mess, so I didn't get my camera out and I didn't film anything. Sorry. But I just wanted to check in now that I'm kind of up. I've been up for a while. But check in and tell you how I did this past week with my writing goals. Only my writing goals, because as I'm looking over all my 3 goals, my writing goals are the only ones I actually accomplished everything for, which is kind of a big wow, because usually that is the goal that I drop, that I say that I don't have time to do. My goals for this week were to look at the current outline that I had against Save the Cat, and try to determine if I was missing any of the beats so that I could draft those beats or fix something in my manuscript. The other part of the writing goal was to do 2 chapters of revising. So the first thing that I did after I printed my manuscript off was go through it in, I think it was like 2 or 3 days. I went through it and I made notes and changes, and I tried to not do any line level edits, but there were some that just caught my eye, and I couldn't stop the pen from making the note. I had to make the note. So I went through and I'm importing the first draft into my Scrivener second draft, and then I've been went through chapter 1 and chapter 2 of all of the notes that I wrote when I first sat down to read my manuscript, and I've been changing those items. And honestly, it didn't take that long. There weren't as many notes or big problems in the beginning. I know when I got further into the draft, I was like, this didn't happen. I say it happened in the first part of the book, but it didn't happen. I need to fix that. So, and that might, I think it'll take me longer as I go further into the chapters of the story, but I am slowly working through the chapters. I got the first 2 chapters done this week. I don't know yet if I'm going to shoot for 3 chapters next week and see how well that does. I only spent, technically Monday night I can work on writing stuff, but I usually don't do any writing related activities until Friday or Saturday. It just works in my schedule better that way. I could probably fit in 10 minutes to 30 minutes on some of the other days of the week, but I do a lot on the weekend because I'm not in my 9-to-5 job. So I tend to spend those nights after my 9-to-5 not being as busy with my writing and other stuff. And plus, most of my week is made up of editing YouTube videos and figuring out if I need to pull images and getting all that set up to make sure I hit my YouTube deadlines and Instagram deadlines. So that's mostly my schedule, but I was pleasantly surprised with how quickly I got through chapter 1 and chapter 2, so I'm thinking adding another chapter for next week probably won't be a big deal, but we will see. It's Saturday today and I don't plan until tomorrow, so when I sit down tomorrow to plan, I will actually see what is on my schedule and what I can possibly manage. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to check in with you guys and let you know how I did. I honestly am pretty proud that I actually accomplished both goals. Oh, I haven't marked it in my calendar that I did it, so let me do that. So that concludes this weekly vlog. I'm so happy that you guys were here with me. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you here in this community. And if you'd like to be notified when my videos go live, you can hit the little bell icon to get the notification. Hopefully your Monday is going well, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. And I'll see you on my next weekly vlog. Bye!